Good morning, good evening, whatever time of day it is, and welcome to a Call of Duty 2019 Modern Warfare review. So this video is going to be split up into 5 categories explaining the different elements about Modern Warfare and how they're going to affect the game in the future and what they are currently. Okay, so firstly, before we start the whole category thing, I want to say I'm enjoying this game. Personally, I'm loving the 6v6, I'm loving the 10v10, I'm loving the ground war, I'm loving pretty much all of it. However, I definitely know that a lot of people have different views about this, and I definitely think this is just a personal opinion. So that's what I wanted to say. This definitely is, it might be a bit biased video, however I've tried to take a little bit of elements from the public and different things that people have said online. Okay, first category, let's just start off with the big one. SBMM, or if you don't know what that means, skill-based matchmaking. This is the dumbest thing I've ever seen in my entire life. There is no point for this. So a lot of people have proven that this is in the game, and I really think it's just one of those things that they've added that is completely useless, and all it's doing is destroying the game. Literally, if you're bad at the game, you're putting bad lobbies. If you're good at the game, you're going to get really sweaty lobbies, and I don't think this should be the case. I think we should just be put into random lobbies, so there's different people, different skill levels, so we can have a nice fun game where we can destroy people. And if you're doing bad, then you will learn from that and you'll be able to become people that destroy it. And skill-based matchmaking is not helping the game at all, and it's just destroying the fun. And I know a lot of people have stopped playing this game just because of skill-based matchmaking, so this is something that definitely needs to be altered, or no, it should just be removed. Honestly, there's no point for it right now. So the other thing that annoys me is they really just haven't said, oh, skill-based matchmaking is in this game. And I definitely think that this is terrible. The communication between Infinity Ward and Activision and the public is terrible. That's another thing, communication. They are not communicating with their audiences. They need to be able to talk to them, to be able to say, they need feedback on what they should improve the game, but they're not listening. They're not listening. They've proceeded to keep skill-based matchmaking in this game, and they're proceeding to let it slowly fade away. They're not helping the game by giving the public what they want to play this game. Okay, next category, gun balancing. I'm going to say this is definitely a good game with gun balancing. I think they've definitely balanced their guns evenly well. I must say there are some exceptions. Currently the Ram 7 is such a dominant gun at close range. It's almost an SMG with AR capabilities. It is pretty insane. But I feel like the recoil that it's added, it's definitely a fair gun. However, I've got to talk about 2 guns, and I know you know exactly what those 2 guns are. The M4A1 and the 725. So the 725, I'm going to say, they've nerfed this gun, and I think it's viable as a shotgun now. However, there are, for some reason, a couple cases where it can be a sniper. However, I definitely think they've balanced this thing, and the 725 is back in its correct position. The M4A1 has not really been nerfed enough, I think. I still think this gun is absolutely incredible. I think this gun is very powerful at close range or long range. It's just very, very fast rate of fire combined with a high damage to give you a gun that has low recoil, far damage. It's pretty insane. And especially with sleight of hand or something like that, you can reload instantaneously, giving you so many more bullets to just spray your enemies and do very dominant with them. I definitely think this is a gun that's dominated the kill feed for a while now. However, apart from that, I think everything's in its respected spots. Snipers are now viable, shotguns are now viable. I definitely think LMGs are treated like LMGs, SMGs are very, very much so SMGs. And ARs, I feel like they are definitely long-range guns, and I think this game has done a very, very good job at balancing their guns correctly. Our next category is gameplay, and I'm in love with this game's gameplay, right? One thing that's just very, very small is your crosshair moving when you run, and I think this is such a small element, but it really changes this game a lot. And not to mention the attention to detail put into every map and gun. You can see in certain reload animations that the M4A1 doing these small little changes to make sure that it is completely and utterly modern. And now you can reload whilst aiming down sights, which I don't know why this wasn't in the game so much long ago. It adds no difference to the game. And I think the attention to detail they've added to this game is incredible. I think, however, the night vision goggles that they've added are very, very good, but I think that they're slowly drifting off into irrelevancy, so I definitely think they should be integrated into the game a little bit more. Campers, right? This is a large part of the game as well. This, personally, hasn't been a massive problem for me. I'd say that I do run into the occasional camper. However, as a casual player, I definitely think that, you know, they're not actually that much of a problem to me, and I usually take them out. However, I know that a lot of people are very annoyed at camping in this game, especially with the addition of mounting and the apparent slow sprint to fire speed, which is actually pretty fast in this game. I feel like it's just the addition of super sprint that people are losing to these campers. Next one, Battle Pass. The Battle Pass in this game is very well done. It has some very cool stuff in it, and it's not a pay-to-win system like we've seen in previous games. And I think it's just done very well. One thing though, I've got the Battle Pass and I've realised that you tier up reasonably slowly. For a casual player, you're not going to get to tier 100, I don't think. Luckily, we have 60 days to be able to do 100 tiers, but it takes me a good 3 games, or 4 even, to get 1 tier, and I think maybe this should be sped up for more casual players, because not everyone is going to play this game every single day. So that's the Battle Pass, and I think it is very well done, and it's very well priced as well, especially because you can earn COD points in the Battle Pass, similar to Fortnite. Okay, so the last category for this video is officer ranks. Oh my god, these are very questionable. These remove the ability to prestige, and they add challenges to every levels. And they also cap your level at 155 and reset you to 55. Now, I'm not a massive fan of these. I'd rather be flexing my prestige master or something like that. But no, being level 155 and having loads of challenges for an emblem, maybe I'm not the biggest fan of. Other people can be. I really haven't even checked my challenges at all. I've never gone for them. Just, I don't think they're a massive addition to the game, and especially because they're removing prestiging. I don't know. I'd rather prestige, to be honest. So, I like Infinity Ward's attempt to change up the game and change up elements in the game. However, I think for the future, prestiging should be kept prestiging. And, you know, they shouldn't be changed. It's a staple in Call of Duty, and I think that it doesn't really need a change because it's a very good system in the first place. Maybe integrate officer ranks into the Battle Pass, maybe. Alright, so that's going to be it for this video. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please, obviously, most of this was personal preference. However, other things were taken online, so I hope they didn't counter with you that much. However, you know, this game is this game, and a lot of people are going to have different opinions. No one's going to be the same. But that was this video. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.